Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Great. So thanks very much for joining us. Please, can you tell me the story of NOS? What kingdom did NOS start in, and what makes NOS compared to other alliances?
Yeah, okay, so that might be a bit long story. So if it's gonna be too long, you just can shut me up. Okay. Well, we all started at K8, led by great leader and my fellow friend Sir Kelvin. He was a leader of OB family and a leader of OBV. OB include OBV, OBN, OBL, and OBW. So our server was divided by three large alliance tree that have multiple alliance inside, and we were fighting just against each other. Uh, we were like maybe too much RPG, uh, you know, but we made something like synergy between us. We love to fight each other. We had our argues, but when in the late time K8 got doomed because we got too strong and BLT showed up. I don't know if you remember and if you were playing back in days, but they merged with BC ACL and now they are BCL. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I only started playing with K52, so I think this was all a bit before my time.
Yeah, that might be true actually. So back in days, well, we born at K8 in April, 8th of April, I guess. We were just small Polish alliance, and with no inspiration. We were independent because we were not participate in like this family tree fights that we had on K8. And then we just start growing. A lot of people that are still in NoS helped me to grow it, like doubles, for example. That was my right hand when I was a leader of NoS. Uh, yeah. Well, then I don't know how to say that, but one day our bubble, dropped, got popped out of. I can say that like that because a lot of big alliances showed up and the war started on K8. But we were part with like a family with HLS, GCO, HUR, something like this. Now most of these alliances does not exist because HLS formed with OBW a new alliance that calls WAL, and then they are merged with Terax and his crew and formed MHL. So yeah, things like this happened. But well, back in I believe November, we moved. We moved to K25 uh, because K8 was like a total war zone. We couldn't do anything like that. That we couldn't do anything there. So we had to move. We moved to K25. We were fighting against. I'm sorry, but I can't remember the name of this alliance. But well, they were holding K25 King's Landing. We were there for like 2 months. Then we decided to fight for it because we were similar to power. Yeah. So we fought for 6.5 hours because we decided to make our rule without no hitting castles, and we were fighting only about these big castle major castles. So it took us 6.5 hours, but after all, we won and hold it for months because then person like Odin showed up and well he made a very strong account in the short time, and we couldn't just fought him. So we lost K25, then ran, and Lord Savo showed up, and K25 got fucked. Sorry.
Hmm.
Yeah, then it was it was like May this year, so we moved to K64. with our friends all, and we thought what this will be like new K8, because there was like full of people, full really equal people, like real leaders, so we could fight each other and have some fun. But well, UWL tried to get advantage and bring more people. They bring Terax. He's a great guy, don't get me wrong. I really love this guy. But Terax didn't get along with UWL and left them, and Terax bring more of his friends. So that was where beginning of the end of K64 actually happened. So everyone left K64, but and so do we. NoS had to leave. We had offers to join MHL with no fighting against each other, just go somewhere and have total war zone. But I don't think it was a great option for us right now. Maybe later, maybe in a few months or something like this. But not now. We have to run uh, build a structure again in leadership in NoS and things like this, because there was a lot of changes. So yeah, coming back, because I forgot about this. I really love that part. When we was on K8 and everyone left K8, we made a Discord, and we still keep in touch with each other from K8. So we are like one big family just across the Game of Thrones Winter's Comic universe.
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, that's great part actually. One day we decided to hop in the server like K100 or something like this, and everyone start free to pay account, and we had fans for days and playing with each other one more time. But Sir Calvin cheated and bought a golden Melisandre, so I won't forget you that, Sir Calvin, if you're hearing this. Well, and I think that's all, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's a good history. So, what would you say makes NOS unique compared to other alliances?
Society for sure. We are all Poles. It's 100% Polish alliance, and we made boundaries. We made we are all close friends. We met each other in real life. We drink a lot of alcohol with each other in real life. Uh, we become like really alliance, like a clan, but in real world. So I believe that the society make us unique, because we are the strongest Polish alliance with strongest Polish players in the game, and uh, and I think that was like one of my dream when I started this game. To be the best, to be the strongest, and you know like have monopoly on Polish players. And I think I managed to do this, and you know yeah, that's about it.
Okay, no, it sounds like you've succeeded. So, what
Yeah.
made NOS decide to come to K6?
Well, we were all struggling at K64.
Mm.
We really analyze every server in the game. We there was we have a council, and every member of council got like a bunch of servers that have to check like one guy have 1 to 20 to have to check kingdoms, another one have 20 to 40, and we managed to get the final vote. It was like 4 kingdoms: K6, K69, K53, K55, and K63. Well, after a voting, majority voted for K6. Maybe it was a good call, maybe it wasn't a good call. I'm not the judge, but after that, I was sent to talk with King Henry, and to check the rules if the rules suit us. And well, I read them, I translate them to Polish, to everyone can read it, and well, that sounds great for us. I mean, a bit less fight than that we had, but we can work with that. We can rebuild, like bring back the greatness that we had, something like this. I don't know.
Get those
So
resources. Yeah.
yeah. So
Oddly enough,
yeah.
my alliance was in the same position. Although we were originally K53, we landed up in K69 after being invaded. So we were also going through the same process of looking at various kingdoms and looking at their kingdom rules. And I must say, we went through the same process, looking at K63, looking at K6.
Yeah.
Well, K69 at that point had been invaded, so it was a good choice you didn't go there. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, we eventually also decided on K6 in terms of the stability. And I think, yeah, at the time, my concern
Yeah.
actually was around that it does seem at times too peaceful. Although, fortunately, K6 is the home of, oh, their names just slipped my mind, but one of the big invading alliances. So they always tend to come back to K6 and remind everybody to bubble.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So as you can see, we were in a similar position, because when I started to talking with Henry, all seems great. I got the rules. We talked about KK6. We talked about our objectives that we want to accomplished. We exchanged our minds and thoughts about our moving. Henry was not happy at the beginning, and I assure him that we want no harm. We want just a peaceful server when we can fight and build, and we can cooperate during the events, because that was the most important thing for us, to have a friendly environment on the server, because at K25 there was a lot of toxic players that was pain in the ass and was horrible to play with, but we had to. So yeah, we choose K6. We were happy because King Henry, back when we talk, he didn't tell us that we will be enemies, then we can't move, something like this. So we were happy that we we found a great server that suit us. But one day he just wrote me a message that well, he will not be welcome, but that was a little too late. So we moved after all. We told our players to not attack anyone for 1 week. No, no, nothing. We just moved to where he told us to move, because we moved to High Garden. But the K6 players, not all of them, because like Bulgarians or something like this, they are state neutral, and we are thankful for that, and we are not attacking them as well. But the K6ers started attacking our nodes, our castles, so we had to retaliate.
Yeah. So I do have to ask, who started this? Who started the attacking of the resource nodes?
We did not. Our players have 100%, like ban from attacking anything that is moving.
Mm,
They got told that we cannot attack anyone there before they attacked us, of course.
yeah. Yeah, because I've always
So
been fine with attacking castles and that, but when it comes to attacking resource nodes,
yeah, that's lame. That's lame. We can agree on that, I guess.
yeah. And having been through various kingdoms that have been invaded, it's always been
Hmm.
resource nodes are off limits.
Yeah, that's sad actually, but well, as you can see, as personal, we are not like like you were told, because we know that K6 Council talked with Sin, and Sin was our one of main enemies and at K25, because they moved to K25. Great everything. 2 days later, they took Sunspear because they wanted, just no, not it was against the rules. So well,
Yeah.
sorry, not sorry, but that's not a reliable source of information. No.
Yeah. So where do you see K6 being in 30 days' time?
Well, I want to I want to believe that we will all come in the peaceful agreement and and make some move in that because mm, the war not benefit at every not any one of us. It's like after some time it will be tiring, not as fun as the beginning because some fighting is great, but
Mm,
when it took like 2 weeks, month, or even more, then it's like being annoying and a lot of people got zeroed, a lot of resources are lost, and kingdom is established.
yeah.
So I hope in 30 days we will be like all friends again and think about next CCS when we won next CCS.
Yes. Yeah, the champion Castle Siege as well as KVK. Yeah, K6 as well has done extremely well in the CCS.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great to
we've
hear.
really benefited from those buffs. Well, you haven't, but we have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Well, like I talked with Henry about CCS, I told Henry that we will gladly move all strong players to GHH. I don't know how to read that actually, but uh, yeah, GHH, whatever. I told him that we'll gladly move all the players and make one big alliance, to just one CCS, and
Hmm.
we don't have anything in exchange. We are gladly cooperating with them if they want.
Yeah. No, it sounds like you are leaving the door open for cooperation. So
Of
that's
course,
always good to
that's
see. Yeah. And it sounds like it hasn't become personal yet.
no, not at all. I know, you know, uh, we were once or twice even in position like GHH because we had KL on K25 and Alliance asked us to move there, but we never denied someone to move because it's like not possible. You can't close the server. We were always like showing them rules, showing them cons and pros, about that. We always, show them like it really was. Like you won't change anything because the server won't accept that, but you can move and live with us. We can't, tell you no to that. And some alliance decided to come, some alliance decided not to come. That's great.
Hmm. Yeah, but I must say, having been in the position of leading alliances, once the alliance has kind of made the decision as well to move kingdoms, you can't stop
Yes,
it. As soon as you start
yes,
stopping it, you'll lose your whole alliance. So yeah, I understand the momentum and the decision of moving to K6 once that decision has been made. But yeah, I think
yes,
we're going
exactly.
to have hopefully a interesting couple of weeks ahead of us as we try and figure this out. Is there anything else that you would want to tell our viewers listening?
Yes, sure. Well, I want to tell all K6 that we are not your enemies. We never were and we never will be. We want to build a one great server with you, not without you. I encourage you to sit with the table with us and start talking about peaceful agreements because that's all that matter to me. So yeah,
Okay,
I think
great.
that's it.
Perfect. Thanks very much for that, and thanks very much for joining me for this Dun, dun, interview. dun, 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 dun,
Thank you for letting me speak.
dun.
That's I think
Dun,
that
dun,
would
dun, dun,
help, and
dun,
that's
dun,
great.
dun,
It's great experience for
dun.
me too.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.